Imagine spending 20, 30 lakhs, 2 full years of your life, all the stress only to land a mid-level job that doesn't even reach 10 LPA after all that effort. Once upon a time, an MBA was seen as a golden ticket to success, but today it's full of questions, broken promises, and confusing returns. Let's break down the real problem with MBA degrees in India, where the system is failing, and most importantly, what students should know before investing their time and money. If you look at the glossy brochures and advertisements of MBA colleges, the promises sound amazing. They'll tell you that they develop leadership skills, earn a high-paying job, build powerful networks, and see a strong return on your investment. But when you step into the real world, the story is very different. India today has over 4 crore students in higher education, and MBA, of course, is one of the most popular choices. But only a fraction of them see the real value for the money they spend. First shock is the cost. Outside of the top IIMs and ISB, you will still end up paying close to 20 lakhs or more, but the average placement package doesn't even cover your student loan EMI. In fact, according to the AICTE and NIRF 2025 reports, the average MBA salary in India is just 6 to 8 lakhs per annum, which doesn't even come close to justifying a 20-30 lakh investment. The curriculum is another problem. Many colleges still teach 20-year-old models and outdated case studies. Faculty often lack real corporate experiences, and the biggest issue, overcrowding. Back in 2000, India had around 70,000 MBA students with just 600 colleges. Fast forward to today in 2025, the number has exploded to nearly 6 lakh MBA students spread across 5,300 colleges. With this massive oversupply, the degree has lost its exclusivity that it once had, and the value in the job market is diluted. And here's the worst part: placement hype. Colleges advertise the highest package headlines, but only a handful of these students get those. The rest stuck with average jobs.
A recent article by Fortune India shows that
unemployment among MBA graduates from Tier 2 and Tier 3 colleges, which is rapidly increasing, is close to 40%, while only the top tier students in the top tier colleges are consistently seeing 100% placement records. Even IIM students nowadays, and chunk of them, are seen hunting for jobs for months on end. Finally, the biggest mismatch is in skills. Employers today want professionals who understand digital tools and data analytics, AI, and global finance certifications. But the traditional MBA syllabus rarely equips students with these. The result? Students step out of MBA classrooms, realize that the world outside wants something completely different. To really understand it, let's compare the past with the present. Around 25 years ago, in 2000, an MBA was scarce. If you had one, you stood out immediately. Companies valued you highly and the return was strong, and your career graph went straight up. Fast forward to today, the story has flipped. Now the market is flooded with MBAs. Fees are higher than ever, but the degree itself doesn't guarantee success anymore. On top of that, students today have so many other options: global certification, startups, freelancing, and tech-driven careers, that the MBA no longer feels like the single golden path it once was. But wait, does that mean that the MBAs are completely useless? Not really. Let me explain where they still matter. MBAs continue to hold strong value, but only in certain contexts. If you're a top tier student in a top tier school like IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, or ISB, the brand itself carries immense weight, and the alumni network can open doors for you that you might never access otherwise. They also remain highly relevant in industries like consulting, finance, and corporate strategy, where MBA is still seen as a filter for the top roles. And students that are aiming to pivot their careers or launch their own businesses, the structured knowledge and exposure from an MBA can be a real advantage. Outside these premium institutions though, and specific industries, the value drops drastically. And this is where the big question comes in. What needs to change for MBAs in India to regain their true value? What can actually fix this? The answer lies in reform. Indian MBA programs need a serious upgrade. The curriculum must include modern topics like artificial intelligence, digital business models, and hybrid skills that reflect real-world corporates that we see across everywhere. Colleges need to invest in faculty who have genuine industry exposure instead of relying on theoretical knowledge. Placement statistics should be completely transparent so that students know exactly what they're signing up for. More practical exposure through internships is essential because the gap between the classroom learning and industry is just too wide. And finally, MBAs need to instill not just management knowledge, but also humility, ethics, and social responsibility. Because at the end of the day, leadership is more than just PowerPoint presentations. Unless reforms happen, we'll keep adding tens of lakhs of MBA graduates every single year with little to no job security. And that's exactly why so many students today are looking at faster global alternatives that offer better return on investment and real world skills. Now, here's something most students don't realize. An MBA is no longer the only way to build a great career in management or finance. Today, global certifications like CMA USA, US CPA, and ACCA can often be completed in just 12 to 24 months, cost less than half of that an MBA, and still help you land jobs with close to 20 LPA or more. That is the difference between chasing outdated paths and choosing smarter ones. Most importantly, these certifications train you in the exact skills that all these companies need today: financial strategy, auditing, global compliance, and decision making. At North Star Academy, we have trained lakhs of students to pursue these certifications with expert mentorship, structured study plans, and 100% placement support. So if you're feeling stuck or wondering whether an MBA is the right fit, remember, there are faster, smarter, and more globally relevant pathways available.